What's up, guys? Welcome back for the next episode of Oddsparks. We have arrived. Anyway, I started us back up over here, and I just set up another waypoint for the copper, for the ingots, and yeah, let's go ahead and set up our receiver, or signal sender, actually, not receiver. Receiver's on the other side. Doesn't matter. Anyway, let's get into this. I should probably think of a more elegant way to set all this up, shouldn't I? Oh well. I'm not one for elegance, as I think I have demonstrated quite apparently. There we go. I didn't grab the thing. Okay. Why did I come to this one? No, this is not the one that I wanted to come to. Alright. Let's see. Did I make any changes to the ice? No, I did not. All I did was add another furnace, and yeah, I added another furnace and added the medium waypoint. That's it. That's all I did. And I got the last episode all up and ready for upload. So, let's grab some more copper. Our leaf knots are undoubtedly finished. At this point, I could go grab those 80 that we needed for the botany 2. And I don't think I'm going to go into that much botany as far as coral is concerned. I've already got that set up, so I don't need to farm that via botany. So pretty much we're just going to be doing that just to progress along the tier, and that's about it. I should get started on setting up drills, I think. Yeah, so now we've got 4 furnaces over here. Started having a little bit of a backup on ore in this big crate, so I figured it was worth it to set that up. Okay, there we go. Now we got 2. Now I can set up the sign and the receiver, or sender, not receiver. So you're good, and you're good. Okay, cool. That should be all good to go. Let's go ahead and see about the leaf knots. Yet again, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're all doing swell. Yeah, look at this. This is all full up now. Fine by me. Okay, so let's take all of these, and that should do us for this tier, as far as this guy's concerned. Still need to get all the rest of the leaf knots, get the copper ingots and whatnot. Can't believe it, but we actually managed to cultivate the fluted coral. I'm beginning to see why the divine researcher has so much fun with his experiments. Alright. Done. What's next? I was talking to the divine researcher about the fluted coral reef, and he was talking about another plant that he thought might just be a hoax, an ether tree. Ether is everywhere, in our bodies, in the air, in our plants, so it's not that surprising that maybe we were once able to grow it. We've been talking a lot and shared some ideas, and I'd like to test them all. Okay, so here's our little ether flower. Not too bad. So that takes pellets and fertilizer, huh? Huh. Oh, and for that we need the coral seeds. Alright, you got me. Not actually sure if this is going to work, but we can try. Alright. So, where do I have pellets being made in surplus? Probably one of my mantis stag farms would be a good candidate for it. Yeah, I might be able to get that to work, because they produce a pretty decent amount of clumps. So, if we wanted to do that and add that onto there, I don't know. Maybe over here would be fine, but I don't know. We'd have to mess with it a little bit. But if we wanted to go that far, we would need to get the coral seeds. So coral seeds... There's the plant extractor. Building to extract multiple items from a single organic material. Okay, so we're going to need that too. Which that takes limestone and coral. Okay. That's not that big a deal. Because I'm already pulling limestone from here. I could just use these two giant rocks. Set it up somewhere around here, maybe. For the time being, I need to set up a little bit more supply chests. Need to set up the stone spikes and the copper ingots, which for some reason I haven't set up the copper ingots yet on a supply chest, so we'll get that sorted. Slowly but surely, getting more complicated, as you would expect. Okay, so we can get a supply chest over here, get the this all taken care of. Yeah. This'll be fine. Okay, I mean, once that's full, it won't really be a big problem. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Okay, right. So we're gonna need the ingots as well. So let's get those. Been playing more Diablo 4 lately. New season started. I think there's like 70-something days left. So I've been having some fun with that. I don't think that's something I'll play for the channel, but have been having some fun with it. Playing as a rogue right now, so that's been kind of entertaining. Alright, first off, I think I'm gonna want to set up a path off of this one. And eventually I'm gonna want to get into all this. So let's just get this started here. Alright, so what do we need now? For a plant extractor, gonna need to set something up here. Okay, so a drill can do limestone, but it can't do coral. Where am I pulling coral from again? I actually don't think I'm farming for coral right now anymore. I used to have a setup here that was doing it, but I kind of stopped. It's like, yeah, something I was doing. But if I wanted to restart that, I would want to do it with loamy sparks. So, I mean, I guess technically I could have the botany setups do it for me as far as farming coral is concerned. Right? That's what they do, isn't it? Yeah. So I would want to set up the greenhouses to take the coral and the fertilizer, turn it into coral seeds, and then turn those coral seeds. Well, no, that would turn it into fluted coral. Can you convert fluted coral into coral? Coral. I don't think you can. Pretty sure you just have to get it from... Oh, no, you can. Yeah, with a stone cutter. Okay, so yeah, we could do that. So all I would need is the limestone and a starter bit of coral, I think, and we could get that all situated. All right. Well, I mean, let's try. Let's give it a shot. So let's go over to one of those stones over there, and yeah, let's see what we can do. All right. So I'm thinking we can use something like this. Pick all this random stuff up. Okay. Let's go ahead and put that there for now. You're going to be set up for limestone. I should really get more boomy sparks for all this. Let's get some boomy sparks. Okay, boomy sparks. I had them set up over here. Yeah. Now, what did I have on this teleporter? I can't remember. Quartz is down here, I'm pretty sure. Did I not set that one up? Maybe I didn't set that one up. Whatever. I'll have to check to see what we did for that teleporter up there. How's everything looking over here? Looking okay. Alright. You know, actually, it would be better if there was only one here. As it stands, they were probably just triggering each other and causing them to go down one path. So, yeah, probably a better idea. So what's the hold up here? Rocky Sparks not getting delivered. You're offloading. Yeah, you're offloading. Okay, so it's just one of the periods where it's a little bit of a lull. That's fine. Right, let's check out this receiver up here and see what I actually put here. It's probably Boomy Sparks, but let's check. Oh no, it's the Frowel Sacks. Okay. Fine, I suppose. Yeah, and I never set up a receiver for this. Okay, then let's swap this. There you go. Boomy Sparks it is. Sure, I meant to set that up, but I didn't. Okay, there we go. Cool. So that's set up. Now then, should set up a sign over there, shouldn't I? Is this wired? I don't think this is wired properly. Ah, whatever. Whatever. Man, can't be bothered. I'm sure eventually I'll remember that. Okay. Let's head back over here and see if what I was thinking about actually makes sense. We're pretty much going to be treating this like the refined ether and all that stuff. So it'll make a surplus which will feed into its own system. Yada yada yada, so on and so forth. Suppose I should have just used the puffy sparks for this, but whatever. Sometimes you just want to feel alive. Alright. Okay. So then, we're going to need plant extractor set up for the coral. Oh, look at that. So that'll make limestone and coral. Cool. Let's just put that guy right there. We're gonna need... Wait, I don't have fertilizer set up in a supply? No, yeah, I do. What the heck happened there? I had that set up, didn't I? At least I was pretty sure I did. Oh, it's because you're not producing. Because there's no crafty sparks here. Because I forgot to replace them. Ages ago. Why did no one say anything? It's okay. It's okay. I don't blame you guys. It's all my fault. Okay. You know, I don't know if I have the achievement for setting up all of my waypoints yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I mean, I should have it. There's one for logistics? Oh, yeah. What? Oh, active and fueled. So I would need to activate all of them. I think theoretically I could do that. I would just have to step on all of the switches. And then once they get activated, it's good to go. There's 70. 80. Come on! Oh, man. Like, I've got it activated. Because I've got 1, 2, 3 right here activated. If I replaced all the fuel with longer lasting fuel, it would probably work. It would just take a second for me to warp to everything and swap them. But I'm pretty sure that that would work. Unless, of course, they just ran into trouble with activating, collecting the things, and dropping stuff off. Yep, there it is. Yeah, okay, so just got it. Beam me up. So that unlocked, I think, yeah, slippers. Wow, those definitely don't work with this game. I'm going to stick with my little shark slippers. Okay, well, that's that trophy taken care of. Let's head back over here and see if, yet again, we can make some sense of some stuff. We've got a stew going right now. My little slow cooker. It's going to be a beef and sweet potato stew. I haven't made it before, so kind of curious how it's going to turn out. Okay, so I want you to make coral seed germination. We need fertilizer too, which, that's fun. So... right? What did I need the limestone for? No, do I not need limestone? Was I misinterpreting when I was looking at the plant extractors and all that stuff? I might have been. Yeah, it's entirely possible that we didn't need any of this. Yeah, whatever. Okay, first off, you need coral and fertilizer. How are we going to get fertilizer over here? I should probably just not even worry about it and just add on to here and bring the coral over this way. In which case, I would need to do the germination over here. Right? So we've already got the fertilizer set up, which I need to revise these numbers as well with how that's working. Let's go mess around with that. I'm all over the place this episode. All over the place. Okay, so these guys are all set up. So we're going to need to branch off these lines into more greenhouses. But only for the fertilizer. So it'll be a separate line for fertilizer. Okay. If that's the case, we'll need to move some of this stuff around, I think. Okay, so if we're going to want to do this, we're going to bring the coral in. So we're going to want to make fluted coral and turn that into regular coral, and then turn that regular coral into coral seed germination, and vice versa. So either way, we're going to need one feeding into the other. I think that's how that's going to work. Sure. In which case, I need to revise how we're making our fertilizer over here. So let's move some stuff around here. So much crap. I think I'm going to have to just get rid of all this pathing and redo it. As much as I didn't really want to, I don't think I have a choice. Okay, so we'll have to set up a slightly different way to do this, I think. This one's already got the line for the leaves, so we can leave it that way. Then, how are we going to get coral and coral seed germination through this way? I'm fine with a small amount of production on it, I think, so we could probably get away with only having 2 greenhouses. we going to put them? Could just have them right here, like so. And then I'll just have to figure out the pathing. So, okay, you're going to make coral seed germination, and then you're going to make fluted coral? Is that right? You're going to have to link up here. You're also going to need fertilizer, which isn't that big a deal. You know what? Let's flip it back around. Put one more space in there. Alright, you're making seeds. You need the seeds, so you're going to go like this. Okay. And we can take a crate, put that right in between here. Okay. I think one of those will do just fine. Same with you. Alright. Then we just need the coral, which I can kind of get started a little bit. Now, next thing is we need to supply... Sorry. I should do the... leaves first. I don't know if that's how I want to do that. Probably not. Yeah, no, straight across, yeah. This feels overly complicated. You know? A little bit. Right, okay. So, do that. You can go here, 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 here. You can go here. Yeah, this feels super overly complicated. Okay. So from here, we're going to need to get fertilizer into both of these. So let's just this, I guess. Okay, so once that starts producing, that's going to start making the seeds. Then the seeds are going to get deposited in here along with the fertilizer, in which case the fluted coral is going to come out of this side, and the fluted coral needs to then get fed into a plant extractor, right? No, that makes the coral out of the seeds, which we do still need, I think. Because otherwise we're not going to have a way to feed the necessary things back into itself, right? I think. Oh man, this is getting a little complicated. It's getting a little complicated. Okay. So this path, I can't put a path there? Yeah, no, I can. I can't go across this way because that's picking up from the limestone. So, well, actually, no, I can do something with this. So if we take a crate here, go like that. Now I can go straight across. Okay. This is going to go this way. I need to get rid of this one. And then re-extend the path here. My word. Okay, from there, you need 2 coral, so one of these guys will do just fine. And then the seeds, they just need to go straight into here. Yep. Sure. Why not? Okay. So that's getting fed into there, and then the fluted coral is going to come out of here. And the fluted coral then needs to go into... Wait, actually, no, I don't need this thing, do I? All I need is the stone cutter, right? Yeah, all I need is the stone cutter. I don't need this whole thing. Okay. Okay. Alright. That's fine. So, stone cutter. Can you just go straight there, I think? And then we just go, bam, straight there. And... go like that. And I'll need a drop-off for the excess seeds. Okay, so this is producing 20 seeds. It's going to get dropped off here, which is then going to get pulled, and it's going to get put into here. That's going to make fluted coral. 20 at a time for every single one. Okay. Which is then going to get fed into here, 1 at a time to make 8. Which is then going to get fed into here, and that's going to be good for 4 more seeds, so every single time this produces 8, this is going to then produce 80 coral seeds. Is that... Am I looking at that right? Okay. Then from there, we're going to need the coral seeds for this. And then the raw ether, which we already have. Okay, so that's doing that thing. That's going to get carried over. Which, I guess I don't need to have one of you here. I could replace you with a hauler. Sure, man. I don't know. Is that it's doing everything it needs to do? I think that this is now doing everything it needs to do. I think we're good. Yeah. This is just waiting on the fluted coral, which I can get started on it, I suppose. Since I've got some just hanging out. Well, that was certainly interesting. I could set up another crate like this just to have it match the other side. Not strictly speaking necessary, but we could do it. Okay, I think that works. How are you guys doing? 20, 20, 20. Good. Alright. How are you doing? Actually, you're kind of struggling to keep up. So if you guys are all at 20, we could add another to the line. As far as creating fertilizer is concerned, that could help a little bit. Is it gonna fit? Yes, it is. How about that? Okay, and it is now doing the things that I wanted it to do, I guess. Yep. That is now producing. So, from here, we just have to wait for this one to actually produce the 20. Then that'll get fed into here and keep doing what it needs to do. Right now, I think it's good. The biggest holdup is going to be whether or not we have enough fertilizer production, which I think we do. I don't know. These are producing 7.5 a minute. We're doing 30, what would that be? 35? 35 a minute. It's actually 5.6. 5.6. Okay, so these actually consume more. Interesting. And this won't start producing again until that full stack of 20 is taken out. Which is fine, because all this needs to keep up anyway. Okay. Yeah, this is getting complicated. I like it. Alright. Didn't need the plant extractor, though. Man, gotta figure out what to do with that. Maybe I'll need it for something else. I don't know. For now, though... I think this is keeping up. I can put a 0 indicator here, just to help with uptime on that. Right now, it's just kind of the throughput isn't amazing. Definitely don't need 2 of you guys here. Okay. Right, well, anyway, that is going to do it for that episode. If you guys liked it, feel free to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, so on and so forth. You guys were not wrong. Botany is getting a little complicated. So, I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.